production.
Juice in the blunt for breakfast while I read the paper. Finna hit the block, about to see some pipe.
One more time.
Juice in the blunt for breakfast
While I read the paper, finna hit the block.
About to see some paper.
Man, we in this motherfucker, man. We are the digital newspaper fellas, man. We do got a special guest. His name is the Crooked Commish. He is representing the Chicago Clubhouse. What's going on with you, big bro?
Oh, not a damn thing. Enjoying the 3-day weekend. Living the life.
Hey, you know, hey, just making sure it's understood he is him.
Yes, sir. So shout out to Peacock, Neon Peacock, for getting me shorts and printing them out. So very much appreciate it. Got a Chicago Cubs version of me out there as well. So
sick.
Yeah. So
that's
loving
cool.
the work that he does there. Much appreciated to Peacock over there. So
100%, big bro. And let the people know where they can find you at and what y'all got going on the network, big bro.
Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you for that. Fellow Bears fans and NFC North fans can find me and many others like me over at the Chicago Clubhouse Network. There on Tuesday nights, we have our main show where it's just strictly Bears talk or talking about that division, what's going on. Yeah, the good, the bad, sometimes the very ugly we have to talk about. But hopefully we're talking about
the best off-season team ever.
Yo, third time in a row off-season champs.
Let's go.
Bears, like
they're on fire.
You know, yeah, we're winning at something. I don't know if it counts for anything, but we're winning at something. But yeah, and then on Wednesday nights, we're going to start having my fantasy football show. My co-host, you guys have all seen him before, the Mouth from the Bay.
Shout out to the Mouth.
You man, shout out to the Mouth, man. San Jose, stand up.
Come on now, 408.
Yeah, he's standing up. He's just a short guy, you know. So,
but that's hella funny.
But anyways, yeah, we do fantasy football talk there. Occasionally, we have fine gentlemen like yourselves join the show, you know, to chop it up with us. So, if you're in the fantasy
we'll be
football,
there.
Yeah, Chicago Bears talk or NFC talk. Join us. Baseballs are on Thursday nights, where it's either Sox or Cubs. So look us up, fantasy at the Chicago Clubhouse Network on YouTube, Facebook, or on TikTok. So
I got a quick question. The Cubbies is north side and the White Sox the south side.
That is correct. 10 points for JD there.
Let's get it, baby. 100%.
And shout out to the Bears, Bruce, and the Bros. They're from the north side, but they're White Sox fans. They're like,
and honestly, on the north side, we refer them to as the stank Sox, not so much the White Sox. They be stanking that shit up. You know.
Oh, they got athletes fit like a motherfucker. Oh my mama. Steady Sox having bastards.
Chicago hate. I love it.
Bro, those socks are so fucking old and shit like that. They stand up when you take them off. You know what I mean? They don't have fucking crusty and shit like that.
The socks put you on. You don't put them on.
Stiffer than a ball.
Yeah, they might be boots for all I fucking know.
That motherfucker got the OG starch, the old starch.
Come on now, Bog. Let the people know what time it is with you, man.
Man, you know, you already know Bogard Scott-free. Anywhere you consume your music, Apple, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, things of that nature. And Gen WealthNet on YouTube, Gen WealthNet _ all one word on the gram.
100%, man. And then we got for our main man, Slim Boogie Vision 45 on the gram, 100% from a fan's perspective on YouTube. Episodes dropping every other day, every day. If it's not episodes, it's short form content, long form content, and clipped up episodes of the motherfucking pod. So make sure y'all go slide over to Big Bro shit and get locked in, man. You already know what time it is, Slim. You know we thinking about you, bro. You heavy on our hearts right now, bro. 100%, man. We love you,
man.
bro.
We love you, Slim.
You already know, big bro, 100%, man. Let's get caught up in the chat before we kick this shit off. We got the Hefe fella in the building. Top of the morning, big bro.
Hefe.
Come on
Buff,
now.
he's Buff, stand up.
100%, man. On my mama. I was just watching some shit on Rob Gronkowski on the bus pod. What's the bus podcast? The
Busting with the boys.
Busting with the boys. Yeah, man. Hey, Gron got a hell of an episode on there. You know, Buffalo stand up, man. 100%. Oh my mama.
That's pretty cool, man. Because I fuck with what's the lineman's name?
The one from the Titans, wasn't it?
Yeah, I fuck with Titans. Hella funny because they started bringing that bus everywhere.
Oh my mama.
And it just became a thing. They're like, you know what? I can do the show for
the pod right here. Oh my mama.
Yeah.
That shit is funny. Oh my mama. We got Derek in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's up, Derek?
Salute
happy holidays, brother.
Service, big bro. Happy fucking holiday, 100%, man. Oh my mama, man.
Yeah, man.
Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there that has somebody in the service and has served and has passed away. Even if they haven't passed away, man, we salute the whole service. Without y'all, we couldn't be doing this shit right now, 100%. You know what I mean? So thank you, 100%. Rest in peace to all those that have served this country and lost their life, whether it was in the motherfucking battlefield or just, you know what I mean? Your service is highly gratitude over here, man. And we definitely appreciate it, man.
Yeah. And I totally threw on the Ali shirt, just realizing he definitely refused to draft. Remember?
I mean, the draft is the draft, though.
I didn't realize it, but yes, happy Memorial Day. This is not a stance against military or anything.
You know, you don't gotta. Well, see.
I always express myself by what I put on, you know what I mean? So.
I got my grandfather didn't serve. He was in the Korean War. My uncle was in Nam. My other uncle, I want to say he might have been in Nam, and they brothers. So, you know what I mean? They the oldest out of my grandma kids, so they serve, you know what I mean? I got cousins, best friends, all types of shit, you know what I mean? 100%, you know what I mean? So it's just a big gratitude for that shit,
man.
Man,
shout out to everybody, man. They
you know what I mean?
definitely did something that I personally couldn't do.
My grandfather, he lied about his age to get in early. He tried to get in at 16 or 17. My grandma or my mom was telling me that's how much some of these motherfuckers want to go serve their country. When 9/11 happened, rest in peace, Pat Tillman. What Pat Tillman do, man? Man, fuck this shit, man. I'm finna go get.
He said, hold on, NFL, hold my beer. Yeah.
Come on, 100%. So yeah, definitely salute to all the motherfucking servicemen and women from the great states of the Americas. 100%, man. Oh my mama. Let's switch over to the GWN so we can go ahead and get a message from our sponsor. We are powered by the neonpeacockmerch.com website. You seen big bro right here. If you can, Chris, go ahead and give us
man, get on that runway.
Here we go right here, man. You feel me? Oh my mama, man. So y'all make sure y'all go slide over there to neonpeacockmerch.com. And then I'm gonna tell you like this. You always hear me say it. If you get in Big Bruh's DMs, pause, he gonna bring your shit to life, just like how you just seen right there. 100%, man. Oh my mama.
And definitely neonpeacockmerch.com, 40% off the entire site right now. The sale has, I think, till the 27th, so definitely utilize it right now. $13 tees for the regular and classic designs, and $18 joints for the front and back wool wops. Let's fucking go. We're coming up in the world.
That's what I love about the Peacock. They give you a lot of different options on where you want to put the logo. If you don't want it on front, you can put it in the back and shit. Right. Then there's a lot of different little trinkets that they have there as well. Oh, come on, Brian. Really? Yeah, they don't got no Packer shit there right now. I'm telling you right now.
Yo, Pack, go. Grief for the
million.
Pack my shit up, man. Go pack that shit.
In the words of Neon Peacock, it can be done. So, you know what I mean? If you guys, just be sure to hit neonpeacockmerch.com, shoot an email, and or you can find them on Instagram. Was it Miles Peacock 24?
Yep.
And custom design start at $25. It's really bang for your buck, because man, he's phenomenal at what he does. So you know what I mean? Yeah, man, we can have all kind of Packers gear, whatever you want on that thing. It could be done.
Yo, charge him more. Charge him extra for that Packer shit.
We're gonna have to sell it for less though.
Let's go. you know what? I think I just noticed something. So at the end of the video, it showed Lad on the shirt, right? That picture of Lad looked like the fucking the picture I used for today's video that I just dropped on the thumbnail. So man, Peacock, man, 100%. And the detail is in the, you know what I mean? That separates Big Breath from everybody else. When you really look at his artwork, whether it be on the t-shirts, the merch, whatever it is, or it be in his paintings, or it be in these fucking thumbnails, bro, that shit is detailed like a motherfucker. And that's what separates him from everybody else, bro. And you can always, you could be an artist and shit like that, but it's the small minor details. And then when you really get to look at, because art is abstract 100%, and the artist wants you to be like this, looking to see if you can find shit. Or Bogey's a fucking artist. His music make you go listen to it a couple of times to see.
Yeah, there's gonna be some shit I say that goes over your head.
Come on now, 100%.
Every time too. And you know it's dope. I remember Peacock. It was the Friday game in Brazil last year, the opener for the Packers and the Eagles. Right, and they were in Brazil, so you had them like it was some Brazil shit going on, like the carnival shit or something like that, if I remember. But then they had like you see Jalen Hurts, and he's like kind of standing off against Jordan Love, and then it's like, and he's like, you see what's in Jalen Hurts' hand, and it's like, you know, because like they have the little football or whatever, but he's holding a Philly cheesesteak. I was like, oh, it's a little like you wouldn't know. He's like this doing like this holding the football, but you look at and then the football is a Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, my mama. Come on now. That dude is something else, man. On my mama. He's the fucking greatest, man. Make sure y'all show the drummer some motherfucking love. Shout out to Producing P, man, a.k.a. On my mama, man. 100.
Yeah, love you, Peacock.
Come on now. 100%, man. That's the fella right there, man. On everything, bruh. We got Brian Price. My bad, Brian, for not shouting you out. You know what I mean? I seen the beef between you and Crooked, so I had to fire it up. But shout out to Brian Price for on us this morning.
Yeah, man, shout out to Brian, man. Top of the morning.
We got the ear to the streets in the building. Top of the morning, big bro.
What's up, ear?
I appreciate you, Ear, for tapping in, man, and pushing that shit out for me, man. Hoping that shit hit these streets, you know what I mean? Because the GWN, the Heart to Start Network, man, the motherfucking Chicago Clubhouse, the motherfucking Ignorant Thinkers, and the Stay Tuned Live podcast. We are trying to take over these YouTube streets.
Yeah, man, it's a fucking conglomerate.
So make sure you hit the motherfucking thumbs up whenever you see us drop, bro. 100%, man. Oh, my mama. Peacock produces masterpieces. Them is facts. Oh, my mama, man. Let's go ahead and get into the first topic. If you are an Apple user and Siri is part of your device, you might got some money coming to you. So check this shit out and let's get into it. Oh, excuse me.
The multi-million-dollar privacy settlement involving some Apple devices. It could mean up to $100 each for some Apple product owners. And ABC's Alex Pachet is following these. Alex, good morning.
Good morning, Gio. Yes, this is a $95 million settlement, man. If you had an Apple device between 2014 and 2024, you could be entitled to some of that cash. Now, Apple is creating this fund after a class action lawsuit alleged that the company's voice assistant Siri was snooping on Apple device owners in the U.S. and infringing on their privacy. The allegations are that Siri would unintentionally activate during private conversations on Apple devices. It would capture those conversations and then pass that data along to third-party contractors. Now, Apple denies all the allegations made in this lawsuit and denies that it did anything improper or unlawful, saying in a statement, "We are committed to protecting user data," and that Apple has never used Siri data to build marketing profiles, never made it available for advertising, and never sold it to anyone for any purpose. But here's what you need to know to qualify for this settlement. Number one, you got to reside in the U.S. or its territories. Number two, you owned or purchased a Siri-enabled device. And number three, Siri unintentionally activated on that device during a private conversation between September 17th of 2014 and December 31st of 2024. You check all three of those, you could be eligible. Now, claims can be submitted on up to 5 devices, and if approved, you could receive up to $20 per device. Now, claim applications are open now until July 2nd. Janae?
All right, so up to $100.
We're all here
Whit's
taking
taking
notes.
a note.
We're like, do we have
I got myself on mute because I didn't want that shit to echo. But yeah, give me your
I'm
thoughts
suing
on
your
that.
ass. That's for sure.
My bad. I was quiet like I thought you were quiet because I didn't want Siri to hear us.
Well, shit, right when you say it, she pops up.
Yep, they're probably listening now, knowing that I'm about to sue their ass. So hey, it doesn't cost anything to throw your name in the hat in there, I guess, and see maybe if you were affected. So.
Oh, my
you know how many burritos I can get with $50? Where's my money, Siri? I love burritos.
Only 3 requirements.
The good ones too. That cost like $12 a pop.
Only 3 requirements: to have an Apple device, to meet the deadline 2014 between December 31st of 2023 going into 2024, and then it said it had to show proof that it activated. Now that's the key right there. How do they know that your device was activated? See, they have a switcher. We just ran a story 2 weeks ago about why your shit be eavesdropping on you because of the microphone. So we just had that 2 weeks ago. Now here it is. Now they finna get hit with a class action lawsuit. They keep saying that they didn't do no wrong, but you selling 94 million, even though that's a drop in the bucket for them, for the Apple, conglomerate, 100%, 94 million. But bro, you just not going to be throwing away 94 million if you ain't did nothing, you know what I mean? So my thing is to make the 3 requirements. Yeah, the first 2 going to be easier than the motherfucker, because if you're an Apple user like me, a fanboy, and never used no other phone since 2008, since that bitch dropped, you know what I mean? 100%. That's some weird shit right there, in my opinion, bro.
That's why my friends would be saying, that's why I stick with Androids. I give me a Samsung phone because I don't want none of that that backlash or any of that, deal with any of that BS or anything like that. So there is that option, I guess.
And that's my thing though, right? So when you make your claim, you're gonna have to give them your Apple ID or your phone number, or to see how they can, because I've had an instance where I didn't know how to clear my iPad, because on my iPad, that's how I do all the clips and all the editing shit for when I upload on YouTube and not do the lives, right? So there was a point where I'm trying to clear space in order to keep making the content, right? So my dumb ass, since I got a terabyte of Apple the cloud system, that once I delete the shit off the iPad, that it's going to be saved in the cloud, right? Long story short, that's a no. Once you delete that shit, it's gone. But wifey, look, it's only been like a couple of days. What you need to do is just call Apple. They'll be able to recover that shit for you. You feel me? 100%. Man, they recovered everything I deleted and put that shit back onto my Apple ID. 100%. So that's the thing.
That's kind of cool.
Facts, it was, bro. 100%. So once you put in your claim, these motherfuckers
don't trust them.
Once you put your claim in, they're going to be able to tell if that shit was activated or not. And that's my thing, is if they can
that's a good point.
Activate it or not, can they activate it themselves? So, you know what I mean?
We just did a story where we had just did a story where all kind of solar panel woo-wops that were built in China and places overseas.
Yep.
And we found them with listening devices throughout Canada and America. So who's to say that they just, but they building the iPhones over there, you feel me? Just hit the switch. You feel me?
Switch, bro.
And then sell the most important thing, our personal thoughts, right? So they can really know exactly how to advertise shit to us. You know what I mean?
It's facts,
isn't that how sad it is? They don't want to know our deepest, darkest secrets so they can fucking blackmail us. They want to know our deepest, darkest secrets so they can advertise to us.
So they can get our money and shit. Brian's right though, man. That's straight creeping. Just like Green Bay, all them players straight creep. They just give me the yick, It's weird, man.
I'm not mad at some
They be creeps, man. They be creeps. They be eavesdropping in everything.
Yeah.
So for your
they're there
device,
with me every time I'm taking a dump.
and Apple probably yourself on not having viruses, and you know what I mean. When you get a Apple product, you don't have to worry about your shit getting attacked too much. You know what I mean. And here it is that we got to worry about the motherfucker that's making the phone getting attacked. You pride yourself off your products not getting devices and shit. You don't got to go get a you got to get a VPN. Excuse me. You don't got to go get the
shit like that. Yeah.
There it is, McAfee and all that bullshit to protect your computer when you have a PC and shit like that. But now we hearing that, bruh, you can turn on the shit and just listen to us, bro. 100%. You know what I mean? It's a cold world, bro.
I know, right? If you hear me now, give me some money.
That's that double-edged sword, though. You know, it's good. Like, that's the reward for not getting any like viruses and shit like that. Is you got to deal with this aspect of it. You know,
that's an extreme level of paranoia. I'm starting to feel now. I'm like, oh, I can't even play my own music out loud. They're gonna steal all my ideas.
Right.
I think I have to exit the show right now.
Right. Got some cleanup to do.
They're about to steal my whole intellectual property.
Right.
Now,
again, also
I am the real me.
No, that's what I said. All of a sudden, you get a lawsuit in the mail, you being sued for looking too much like you or some shit.
Oh, no.
Like, what the fuck?
Right.
And I look exactly like me. I look exactly like me, too, bro. That's going to be a hard sell.
Bro, wasn't there a musician, like a guy that kind of got sued? He couldn't make music because it sounded too much like himself. It was like I think it was he had a famous song. I think it was the baseball song. Like the "Put Me In, Coach" song, the guy that did that song.
He might. You know what it is? He might have been contractually owned by record labels, like quote unquote, like the intellectual property. But that also goes back. That also goes back to him signing that away and not having proper representation to look through his contracts and be like, oh, you're signing away like for life right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you can't even do okay, there's other versions of that, like Game, the rapper Game. He was Game, and then he gets signed by Dre, but JT the Bigger Figure from Frisco owned the rights to Game, the rapper. So he changed his name to The Game.
The Game, yeah.
And sometimes it's as simple as that. But was he able to retrieve his old shit? He had to buy it. He had to buy all his old catalog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which he did at one point.
And I think it's something similar to that, with this situation where he kind of signed over and then like he wanted to do a different music or do some other music or whatever. And it's like, well, your voice sounds too much like, obviously because it's you,
right.
So
that's cold, man.
Yeah.
It really is. And you know what I mean? Remember, I think Slim was the one that we talked about it, I think on Slim's podcast before, where it's fucking someone in the game, that sits at the top of the game. What they want to do is they want to remove all the ownership of the intellectual properties in order to further the AI system. So everything that you do, they remove that shit in order to put it into the AI. That way it makes the AI a little bit better. Like, wait, hold on, bro.
Yeah, so like for example, you could be like, hey, I want a Bogard Scott-free sounding Drake sounding Kendrick song.
Right.
And then they'll just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But imagine when it starts to sound too much like existing artists. Or what if you're an existing artist and are you able to put AI of your own shit? Like, hey, here's my AI album, y'all.
Well, remember during the beef, we thought that so much music was being dropped. We thought it was AI.
A lot of it was AI shit, yeah.
Well, my mama, that shit was crazy. I mean, even Drake with the shit with the Tupac and Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean? Like,
But that's the thing too, is like the AI generated joints, they have this tinge of this like filter on it where it doesn't sound like it's real. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like if you listen to some of my music, you're gonna hear the crispy nature of the high quality recording versus like when you hear that AI shit, this is shit that they fabricated from thin air. So there is no actual substance, oh, dare I say, soul.
Well,
And you can hear the thinness of it. It's thin. It's not like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I've been making music forever, so when I hear the AI shit, you just go boom. Like you could tell, like it's not real. You know what I mean?
we got your son in the
Very
building.
awesome, though. Very awesome what they do.
We got your son in the building this morning. Shout
What's
out
up,
to
AJ?
AJ. Shout out to my nephew, man.
Yeah, man.
Percent.
He's all grown up now.
We got Bakes in the building. What's up, Bakes?
Big Bakes.
I finally finished the Bakersfield 3, big bro. Hell of a motherfucking series. Oh, my mama.
That's
I
right.
bet a Bears fan made the apple.
Oh man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Come on, we ain't gonna hear that shit.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I mean, they done told, the thing, the Apple sign with the apple bitten out, that's obviously from the BJ telling the motherfucker to take the bite out of it. You know what I mean?
Watch this.
Kind of like, yeah, it's like be defiant, basically. Like be defiant. Don't listen to the higher power. You know what I mean? That's kind of this. You know, maybe I do a lot of psychedelics, so I read into things too much, but it says a lot. Don't trust them.
Watch this. Look at Brian said, wow, what y'all know about JT the bigger figure? That's dope. I'll give you guys. I'm from Sacramento, California.
Yeah, I'm from San Jose, so I grew up in the Bay. My whole family's from Frisco. I got family in Vallejo, DC, Daly City, Union City, Pittsburgh, Richmond. Shout out to my cousin Melissa out in the Rich. You know what I mean?
If you go back to the Unbounded soundtrack, JT the bigger figure on there on Masterpiece shit, man, 100%. You know, hey, shout out to Brian, man, 100%. We appreciate you for pulling up, big bro. He fucking with the NorCal shit, man.
Yeah, come on, man, North Cal. We in this thing.
Brian's good people. I sent him an invite this morning to check out the show.
Appreciate it.
Right on.
Yeah. Good looking, Brian. Good looking, crook. Oh,
yeah, I appreciate y'all.
Speaking of California, man, we got another motherfucking California great up in this bitch. Shout out to King D representing Long Beach.
Yeah, man. Long Beach stand up.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama. Salute King D. Salute Derek. Look, man, 100%, man. I hope everybody Memorial Day starting off well. 3-day weekend for everybody up in this motherfucker. I hope so. 100%. If not, I hope you have some sick time, some PTO, you know what I mean, to go ahead and kick back. You know, Grill should be getting up. Today is the unofficial day of the kickoff of summer, you know what I mean, end of May, beginning of June. So that means all we got is the whole June and 2 weeks of July. Rookies report mid-July, man. Is grind time for this fantasy football shit, man. Y'all know what time it is. We in the building, man.
Yeah, man, we in the tilt. And we definitely got, I want to say about either 5 to 7 spots left in this 32-man league. This shit's going crazy, bro. So if anybody's interested in it, $50 to get in, 32-man league. There is a limit of 1 QB per team, so you will be guaranteed a QB. It goes absolutely bananas. It's definitely IDPs because we don't play around. And $1,000 for the first place, second place $400, third place $200, 0 rank. You know what I mean? Because we you know what I mean? Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? But you know, man, World War 32. Let's go.
Only 8 playoff teams, right?
8 playoff teams, yes. And that's the other caveat, which is like the negative thing I gotta point out, is that they don't allow us to have bye weeks with 8 teams because not too many people play 32-man leagues on sleepers. So as much as customizable they are, we have to manually put in the playoff team so we can keep the top 2 on a bye week. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's get it. On my mama, man. We got he's on fire. My dog Brandon in the building. 100%. Adam Silver strikes again. Oh my God. What y'all got going out? What y'all got going out on the series shit, man?
Pretty soon they're gonna know what I'm thinking.
Come on now.
What's up?
It's probably too late. He said pretty soon they gonna know what he's thinking.
I just don't even need to say nothing. They're gonna be like, "Listen, show me Philly cheesesteak ads."
Oh, every day.
And I'm like, "Whoa, I just thought of it."
Shit, it happens already. Oh my
God. I wish a Philly cheesesteak with it. See, that's what they need to start doing too. Then they set up the delivery. Oh, how bad do you want it?
Right. Well,
right now.
I just seen that Grubhub and Amazon Prime pulled up. So now, or they linked in together. So now, if you got an Amazon Prime,
they're a conglomerate.
Yeah, 100%. You getting some of your fees waived on Grubhub. 100%, bro.
Cool. I started using all them joints a minute ago. Once like the world opened back up, I was like, all right, we're getting outside again.
Yeah, I only use that shit when I'm on the drive, when we have to drive. 100%. Motherfucker didn't get no rental car that weekend. 100%, man. Run that shit straight to
that. Is true, huh? When we're in Vegas, that's gonna come in handy.
Oh, my mama.
I mean, everything is right there in the vicinity where we're at, though, too.
Let's get it.
Yeah, baby.
Let's get into the. You got anything going out on that motherfucking crook?
No, man. I'm just watching what I say now.
100%.
But
yeah,
I'll have to look into how many devices I have. I may be able to get a little something off of that. But
yeah, from 2014, you probably done had about 3-4 of them motherfuckers, maybe 5. Shit.
Yeah.
But it's all about proving it.
Yeah, I definitely had about 5 of them hoes because every 2 years. Because that's another thing. Every 2 years, your shit doesn't start working like it used to, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I guess I gotta get another one.
They want you to come and buy a brand new battery. They don't want you to buy a phone. They want you to buy a brand new battery. The phone is the same shit.
The trick is though, like Denzel said, it's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove. So I don't know if I can actually
they make the phone look like an apple,
I don't know if I can prove that they were listening at that shit, like how you're saying.
Yeah, that's my key take, big.
I seen that movie Deja Vu with the hot bitch. What was her name?
I forget, but yeah, she was hot.
The one that was I think she was with Robin Thicke. What was her name? Megan Good?
Oh no, Robin Thicke's wife.
It might have been.
If it's Robin Thicke's wife, it's what's her name? She's a half breed too. Why I can't think of her motherfucking name? Because he got a song, he got an album about her because he was fucking up on everything. Yeah. What's her name? And I fuck with Robin Thicke. I got Robin Thicke in my phone on my mouth.
Hey, Robin Thicke goes hard, man.
100%.
Robin Thicke wets the pussy, man.
Come on now, 100%.
J. Cole doesn't.
Let's get into this next one, y'all. Happy Memorial Day, y'all. This is some Memorial Day shit of the future. That way we don't have to, we always going to celebrate Memorial Day, but if this shit comes more available, maybe we don't have to send our sons and our daughters and our loved ones over there, y'all. Peep this. Shout out to 60 Minutes. I remember that shit as a kid.
Do you see a world where machines are fighting our battles for us?
Oh, absolutely. It's already happening.
Our story this week is about Palmer Luckey. He is the billionaire.
Hey, good looking, Brian. Paula Patton.
Autonomous lethal weapons killer robots. But Palmer Luckey is really quick to say, listen, these all have a kill switch that if a human needs to intervene, they can.
So we're here today looking at the YFQ-44A. This is the first autonomous fighter jet that the U.S.
Brian Schimpf is the CEO and co-founder of Anduril, and he showed us Fury, their unmanned aircraft. We were the first media outlet allowed to see Fury, and this has been a super secret project for them. We weren't allowed to say where we saw it or where it's been built, but we were allowed to look at it for the first time.
There's no cockpit, there's no human. This system operates totally autonomously. And these are very large, serious aircraft designed to do air-to-air combat.
Fury is a CCA, which means collaborative combat aircraft. It is powered by artificial intelligence to operate alongside fighter jets that have pilots.
This system is designed to use software to autonomously control it and work with a manned quarterback sitting in a fighter jet alongside it, sitting in an F-35 or something like that. These are first and foremost about protecting pilots' lives. These fly out ahead of manned fighters, and they're able to find the enemy first, be able to engage the enemy well before a manned fighter has to be seen or is in range. So these are really about providing that deterrence by putting systems well out in front of manned fighters.
Anduril was selected by the Pentagon to create a CCA. They beat out a number of prime defense contractors to get a chance to do that. So Fury is their CCA. And if it is chosen by the Air Force, they will be mass produced inside the United States. Potentially, it would be a lot less expensive than a fighter jet.
The goal of these systems is to be mass producible. And we tried to eliminate really every bottleneck we could find around what makes an aircraft hard to produce. So really simple things that we've been able to do are design the landing gear, for example, instead of using very exquisite big aircraft landing gear, which are hard to produce, really limited supply. We designed it so it can be built in any machine shop in America.
For real,
instead of using a military engine, we've been able to use a commercial business jet engine that are mass produced and readily available. And we've designed nearly every part of this that can be made in hundreds of different places within the US from lots of different suppliers.
Fury is scheduled to take its first test flight this summer. The Air Force hopes to have CCAs fully operational before the end of this decade.
And right now, we're proving out the aircraft and getting through all the engineering, but we're also working through how will these things be used in combat. We're working through simulations and ways these can actually be employed. So this is a big deal beyond just making an airplane that flies. It's an entirely new way of fighting.
This is what they're gonna use to start wars. Like you could have a motherfucking autonomous woo-wop come through and bomb some American shit, but really the Americans did it, and they go, "Oh, that's Russian tech. Wipe them off the map." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, this is how every one of those movies starts, bruh. Like,
yeah.
This is Terminator 2 and all that shit. Star Wars, my droid army versus yours.
That's interesting. Like I said, I was wondering, you take out the lead. They said that one of them was the quarterback. What happens when you take out that quarterback then? That's kind of leading them all. If it happens to get shot down in a way or whatever, or malfunctions, you know, do the other ones malfunction as well? So,
or even how they pointed out the difference, like, can you tell the difference between a bus full of like Russian soldiers or like Russian children? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, how good is the AI? The motherfucker just going there, the missile pulls up, right? Looks in the window first.
Yeah.
Just like,
yeah.
It just cruises alongside him first. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I've seen all the movies.
So
that guy is the guy we're gonna go back in time and kill.
Dude, so the guy in the beginning. Yeah. Is it me? When I saw him, I was like, dude, you look like a GTA fucking character.
So so his backstory is that he's the guy that invented Oculus for Meta. Well, he invented it and then sold it to Meta and then was hired by them, and he got wrongfully terminated by Zuckerberg 100%. So
very possible.
He's the founder of what we just seen, and the last dude that was doing the talking, he's the co-founder. So he's also an investor, and you know what I mean, put into this company 100%. That's why bruh got the Hawaiian shirt on and flip-flop. Like, it's a 13-minute video of this shit. We can't watch the whole 13 minutes. You
Zuckerberg isn't even the real Zuckerberg anymore. He's actually really in stasis somewhere, and this is the digital encryption version of him running around. See that?
I didn't know that.
Don't tell him what I told you, bro. Oh, they hearing it now.
We're on Facebook.
They already heard it.
Yeah, this shit, right, man. This shit.
JK.
The bitch said, "I'm not even supposed to be saying this, but
right, that's what I was like.
They got some
Why
shit
are
right
you
here."
doing this story then? We shouldn't be telling you this part, so don't say anything to anybody else.
I mean, we seen early in the video where it showed the drone blowing up a motherfucking Jeep, whatever type of vehicle it was. You know, it was so many feet from that motherfucker, and it dropped something, and that bitch just, you know, Baba. So, and then it also said
with precision.
And then it also said that these motherfuckers is already in line for the fucking defense, the Department of Defense, to go ahead, the Pentagon, if they choose that, they finna get mass produced. So that shit already here, bro. 100%, man. Oh my mama. Like I said, in the 13-minute video, they done sold autonomous submarines to Australia already, bro. So, you know what I mean? They selling this shit to the allies. They not selling that shit to just whoever got the highest bid. Them is facts. This is an American-made company. We can't sell this technology to motherfuckers against us, no matter how much they offering us 100%. So they selling it to the allies. You know what I mean? 100%, bro. This shit
stays that way.
Right.
Because we ever have to go against that kind of stuff, that's not going to be good. You know what I mean? It sucks. I mean, because that shit looks pretty fucking. Shit looks like it works. You know. So.
No facts. Them is facts. But that's why they got the specific army bases, strategic spots where where we got shit set up at and shit like that. 100% for them motherfuckers to get anywhere near, because that shit ain't flying from wherever the fuck they at, the ops, wherever they at. You know what I mean? That shit ain't flying over here like that. That shit ain't got that range. And if it do, we got defenses on all four sides of where we at. That, you know what I mean? 100%. It's a reason why we don't, we can, I can't even say the name, but the 9/11 like type shit. If you want to say it was an inside like type or they let it get away, but that was like the last type, the Oklahoma City shit, of terrorism being, real local like type shit. You feel me? 100%. You don't really see that shit really coming over here like that. You know what I mean? That's because, we got the greatest motherfucking military worldwide. 100%. You know what I mean? Them is facts. You know what I mean? But, you got bullshit. I mean, the shit with Trump, with his motherfucking ear getting shot off. 100%. Say what you want to say about that. Man, I just seen the motherfucking doctor on the motherfucking Congress like type panel. He's sitting in front of motherfuckers that's government elected motherfuckers, and they asking his ass questions, and this motherfucker talking about it was the throat shot that came first on the JFK shit, and this motherfucker he get JFK first. Doctor, on my mama, you can just pull this shit up 100%. So it ain't no magic shot. It ain't no. He say it's two of them. 100%. So you know what I mean, and we always been told something else on top of everybody else. You feel me? So yeah. Everything.
What else we got going on?
Brandon said, not feeling this shit. I seen all the Terminators. 100%. Derek says, salute Johnny. Oh my mama, top of the morning, Johnny. My bad.
Do it for Johnny. Do it for Johnny.
For real.
Out the Outsiders quote.
Come on now. Wow, you can tell this guy's rich because he had that beard and nobody's punching him over everything. You can tell he's a Silicon Valley techie for sure. Bro got a whole lot of money. Remember the Eagle Eye movie on everything? I forgot how much they said he sold the fucking Oculus to Brad for on everything. Salute my dude, how's it going? Oh my mama. Basil, said the first R2D. Oh my mama.
R2D2.
Yeah, R2D2, man.
Yeah, that ain't.
And Brad can understand him. What was the tall robot's name?
C3PO.
Yeah, that motherfucker can understand. Yeah. And he talked English
because he was a linguistics expert.
The first robot gay couple. So good for them.
There it was. There it was, man. That was way.
And one was a midget and one was not. So that was even the extra kind of like curveball they threw in there with you. Not only are they gay, but we got like a midget with the regular person.
That shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah. Little person.
I kid.
Little person. Okay.
My bad. I'm not good with terminology.
Yeah, man. Shout out to R2D2. This is the flyest like space garbage can in this side of the Mississippi, man. Yeah.
That's what I remember of him. Oh, I remember when they first went to go see Jabba the Hutt too, that big fat motherfucker, and they was up underground.
Mm-hmm. He was a mob boss too. He was just a big worm, fat worm looking thing.
But he had
I don't even know what you call him. He was like a worm lizard type of blob type.
He did. He looked like an oversized maggot or something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking of maggots, so I remember.
Like, how you gonna stay away from here?
So Lost Boys. So I only seen Lost Boys as a kid, and that's the one of the scenes
with the meat.
I remember
when they showed the meat
with the rice.
No, he was eating the rice.
Rice,
and it was maggots.
Oh yeah, the maggots in the meat that was from Poltergeist.
I thought that was Lost. It's in Lost.
No. In the rice, it's Lost Boys. In the rice, it's Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Poltergeist had something else.
It still won't ruin rice for me. I'll eat rice right now.
and then the couple noodles with worms.
It's like tomato, tomato.
Noodles is worms.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't cook it right.
Brandon said AI hacks and steals trillions, buys itself the drone, strikes anyone who doesn't pay their OnlyFans transaction.
Damn, it's entrapment.
Fucking,
we're all doomed.
I seen something where they you know how on YouTube motherfuckers be having clickbait for they titles and shit like that.
Do they?
So I said something about the OnlyFans models, whatever you want to call them, having clickbait for they shit, and they really ain't getting jiggy with it. I just seen the shit on YouTube.
Oh, that's whack. So you might have some wild shit like freaking airtight, airtight train or something. They're like, oh shit.
Bruh.
Clearly she wasn't airtight. I don't know. It's funny because like on God and AI will tell you, and Siri, right? They'll all tell you. I have never gone on the OnlyFans because I always felt like once you start dabbling in the world, then you're in the world now. You know what I mean?
Right. There is no going back. No, I can feel that. There's some doors that once open are very hard to get to close again and shit like that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Mike. He went down the rabbit hole of the dark web for a while. He's like, yo, it's bad. Don't ever do that. I was like, I never intended on it, man. yeah, don't. I'm like, but while you're at it, tell me. Whoa. Yeah. Wow.
I'll live vicariously through you.
Yeah.
What did you see there?
And then I'll live to tell your story when you come up missing. You know what I mean?
Right.
On the dark web. You know what I mean? I can't do it.
They sell organs on the dark web, bro.
Oh, word! I was looking for. You know what? I'll ask you after the show.
Well, I'm missing a few organs, so I might have went.
Like, yo, we gotta get these back, man.
I might have went and see how much they cost.
I might need a new liver here soon with all this day drinking.
Hey, you would never think about it. Didn't they make a whole movie about that? I think it was Jason Statham. He was like, he worked for like a cartel or like the mafia or something. He would go and like remove fools' organs for the black market.
I gotta check
like
that one out.
Fools that owed the mob money. This is how they would collect. They would go collect organs and then sell the organs to get their money. You know?
Oh, that's
pretty interesting. Interesting.
I hope they had a real doctor on the payroll.
Jason Statham. Is that am I saying that right? I'm Jason. You know that guy.
Yeah.
Is that taken? Is he taken?
No, that's Liam Neeson.
Okay.
Hey, want to hear a funny story? So Liam Neeson, right? He wanted to be an English teacher, hella bad. His whole family's English teachers and shit. And he tried to do the acting thing, but it didn't work out for him. So then he went to school and he becomes a fucking English teacher. And then now, boom, he's a substitute. It's like 6th graders, you know what I mean? And he comes in there, he's like 6'5". Everyone sit down, and then everyone sits there, they're going crazy because they know substitute. And he says, sit down. Everyone sits down except for this punk ass kid, right? And he's like, fuck that, I ain't sitting down. Then he gets in the kid's face and the kid tries to pull a shank on him, bruh. So he has to knock this kid out. Bow! Yeah, and that's Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson went on to be a big star.
I think he got fired that day.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, listen, the kid tried to pull a shank on him, man. Justified.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. That is true. Self-defense, like a motherfucker. You're lucky I didn't reverse that shit and fucking. It's my shank now.
They said he knocked him too, and he went over the desk, all over the shit.
It was like one of his movies, fucking pow, fucking over the desk.
I have a very specific set of skills.
Right. You just failed, young man.
Good luck.
Go to detention.
You know what I mean? Hey, that's motherfucking Qui-Gon Jinn, bro. Master Qui-Gon, bro. You cannot fuck with him. And he's the Taken guy. What?
Come on now.
Yeah.
Oh my mama.
I'm surprised he didn't do the wave. Like you will sit down. You know, try to do the Jedi mindset. Yeah. You will not be a douche.
Oh, bruh.
Right. He used a little bit of the dark side right there. He just said, let's like shit out this kid.
If anything, I would have used the force and be like, you know, sit your bitch ass down.
Make himself. Protecting yourself.
Brandon said they pretended it was a midget, but we all know. Talking about R2D2 and everything. My New Year's resolution this year was to date a girl who doesn't have an OnlyFans. For 2 so far.
You know, don't give up, Johnny. I still believe in you. You'll get there. You just keep on batting away.
Hey, Johnny got the mittens on. You know what I mean? He finds himself with all kind of kitty cats.
Hey, Big Brad know where the mix. He know where the mix is on everything. He stay in the mix. He know where they at. That's for sure. Oh, everything. Oh, my mama. Derek said, good luck. Oh, everything.
Good luck.
What y'all got going out on that joint right there?
Which one was it
about again? Oh, yeah. The Armageddon. The AI
we got sidetracked, motherfucker. The drones fighting our battles. I mean, shit. Like I said, like I said, I hope it just doesn't get into the wrong hands because, man, we got to go against that shit. I don't like it. So,
well, I mean, you know, if we working on it, they working on it.
Yeah, that's
true. We got drones and shit. And all kind of shit.
I think, like the lady said, we probably should not have even heard this story.
I know, right? I know. Where is she at now? She's gone.
The less we talk about it, the better, probably.
Yeah. It's like Fight Club. Yeah.
Yeah. No shit. Like the Kumite.
It's Kumite.
Yes, tomorrow finishing the top
Kumite.
Oh, man,
see, that would be entertaining. See, while we're making drones and shit, and then then you got the Russians. They got super soldiers and shit, man. I mean, look at what was his name, Armanaganov or whatever his name is, man. The Muslim Russian dude. That fool was crazy, man. They're doing something over there. They got they wrestling bears, legit.
Yeah.
Droid bears.
Damn, that's taking it up a bit. So do you guys see Kamara finishing top 10 PPR this year?
Kamara?
It's not top 10, inside the 12 for sure.
If he doesn't, he's game script proof, and a lot of his shit's going to be inflated by his reception. So we like that a lot, right? Because it should be a bad team playing from in a lot of negative game scripts. Here's the thing that you don't want is that you got to be real strategic with him in redraft. In Dynasty, you just kind of have him, right? In redraft, you're going to get him late. And then if you could package him up and move on from him when you're approaching like week 10-ish type of shit, because the moment they're mathematically eliminated, he's going to be like, oh, my elbow, or oh, my ankle, or oh, my knee, my ear. He's just going to find some reason to sit the rest of the year out. And I could also see the other upside of Alvin Kamara is, if he gets traded by the trade deadline or something to an actual contender, and then that'll be their final contract dump. You know what I mean?
Would you be an actual buyer there? Like say for instance,
no.
What? Hold on. Like it doesn't matter what team. It doesn't matter what team he goes to, because I mean, like if shit goes bad with San Francisco,
it would be like a contending team.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If San Francisco, say McCaffrey, like injuries get really bad,
he's just trying to kill McCaffrey like that, bro.
Hey, I'm just worst case scenario. I'm just saying hypothetical. I'm not trying to wish that. But if he goes to a situation like San Francisco,
I see you trying to kill the Christian McCaffrey.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know he's got that injury plague, type of issue.
It could also be like I guess like if anything happened to like a Gibbs, you know what I'm saying? You have a Sean Payton disciple there as the OC now for the Lions, the guy who was with Sean Payton back in the Saints too. You know what I mean? So like I could see that. Like, you know, it would probably be out of necessity, right? Obviously. Yeah. Who would be willing to get a savvy? Hey, if anything happened to James.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna be out of necessity, because if they put him on the block before the deadline, or, you know, open trade negotiations up, then I think a contending team is gonna come get him, because he just got paid at the end of last year.
Oh no, the Chiefs are gonna do it, huh?
They could be in favor. You know what I mean?
They always do that shit.
And that's why I'm a proponent of bruh this year. 100%. He had a 21.5% target market share last year.
I love that.
On top of like 9.
It was dumping off Derek. It was dumping off Derek Carr.
I mean, it was Rattler. It was Haney as well. I forgot how many games Carr played, but
that is true. Carr only played but 3 games. You ain't lying.
You know, so you got Tyler Shuck. I think his name is Tyler. If please forgive me if I'm, but it's Show.
We're just calling him TS because I don't even know. It's Chowok.
You got the Rat Man there.
Maybe it's Native American.
So I think he's exactly. So I'm definitely riding with Kamara this year, bro. 100%. Pause.
The only issues or reserves you have with him is him being able to stay healthy the majority of the season and stuff. That's the only thing where you really you're worried about him, just because he isn't that young back anymore. You know, so even a soft tissue type of injury can kind of sideline him for a few weeks. So you're rolling the dice there with Kamara, but he definitely can still be that dump off back where he's just getting the majority of his points is going to come from catching, 6 to 7 passes each game.
Yes.
Getting his 40 yards, and you're hoping a touchdown here and there.
And we love that in our 2 points per reception leagues.
And you also got to remember too, though, bruh. We ain't seen Kendre. You know what I mean? He can't stay on the field. And then they only took somebody in the 6th round in Devin Neal. It's like, look, bruh, the writing on the wall, they just gave him $19 million guaranteed and signed.
They did extend him.
$19 million guaranteed, $24 million for the contract. You feel me? So bruh finna get ran in the ground, whether it's with them or somebody else come weekend.
I like that version better.
Like 100%.
That's a good version.
Them is facts though.
Yeah, we're going with that version.
Brandon said if the Russians have super soldiers, they need to properly start using them right now.
For real, because they're literally sending their little 18-year-old puppies, bro, and they're getting mowed down by these savage-ass Ukrainians that don't want none. You know what I mean? Like, what? They're the wrong ones right now, man. You know what I mean?
You can go on World Star and see the Ukrainians versus the Russians and drones coming and hit different soldiers and shit. 100%. At them motherfuckers, all types of shit, bro. On my mama, just go to
World.
That
is kind of nuts because that's in like 5 years. That'll be the next Call of Duty. Invasion of Ukraine. You know what I mean? Like Call of Duty 12.
Yeah. Call of Duty 12.
I'm just saying, like
they're not going to stop making them, so it is coming.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Sure. They've been remade the Black Ops from the 360 and the PlayStation 3, like the original Black Ops. See, I'm not a Black Ops player. I don't fuck with the first person shooters, but that one I fucked with 100%. Me and my homies used to get down on that bitch, even though I used to get bullied on that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I suck at Call of Duty.
I played Street Fighter in my heyday, and then like my daughter, she got into Call of Duty, my oldest. Like when she was like 6 years old, like when the Black Ops first came out, Black Ops 3.
Yeah, the
like
Black
6 years
Ops.
old, and then she was whooping on me, bro. I'm like, give me the Street Fighter sticks.
Yeah, I like the GTA. That's where I'm at with it. Oh my mama, we get active in them streets on GTA.
I kind of want to figure out how to do like my next music video, like we're GTA motherfuckers.
Oh, that'll be federal.
I'm trying to feel like the one I just did with Franco.
Oh my mama,
that would be dope, right? It's like some real 80s type of vibe.
Who put that video together with the mutant football player?
Oh, that's Peacock.
Oh, Peacock did that shit?
Super dope.
Hold on, let's take an intermission.
Yeah, take an intermission.
The motherfucking playmakers is back. Hey, Crooked is a cold motherfucker for that, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, come on, Bones. Your moment, Bones.
Hey, look, man. Wednesday night, playmakers coming to a motherfucking streaming whatever the fuck you want to call it near you.
Streaming platform near you.
Oh my mama, we'll be right back, y'all.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. yeah. We make plays every day, 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 yeah. Yeah, we make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. Hit him with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an autumn. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line. Yeah, been around, peep the archives. Yeah. Off top, it's a long grind. You don't need a watch to see that it's our time, yeah. I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. You counterfeits, better pay attention. I'm about a chick, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, living that. We make plays every day, yeah. Yeah, we make plays every day, yeah. 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 Yeah, we make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.
Could be one sitting in the pocket. I like to dip and dunk, but I rock it. Money, money, money is the topic. Win, win, win. It's the only option.
Hell yeah, man. Y'all know what time it is. Wednesday night, man. We'll be back. Another episode of the Real Fantasy Playmaker.
Hey, Bones, it was your moment right there, Bones.
Come on now. 100%.
Bones, you be shining, bruh.
We in the building, bro. 100%.
We got to get you a medallion, Bones.
Come on now, the Niner one.
Yeah, there it is.
Speaking of the fantasy football talk, let's knock this out the way real fast for Mr. Magic. Shout out to Mr. Magic for pulling up on us this morning, man.
Abracadabra, B.
Come on now. He said, what contender in need of a RB could even get Kamara?
Okay, in the event, fantasy, God forbid, anything happened to Kyron Williams, that would be nasty.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
it would be nasty. Like, boom, give me Kamara real quick to Sean McVay. You know what I mean? With Stafford. That's like a Black Theo Riddick on steroids. You remember how much Stafford used to love peppering Theo Riddick? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like them Detroit days.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, but I guess my version is always because of some injury. You know what I mean? Because last year, once they were mathematically eliminated, and then he was like, oh, I got a boo-boo, they shut him down. And that shit made me hot because he was on fire all the way till he was just like, all right, why am I going to put myself out there now? You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's my biggest concern with Kamara, period. Like, so we need him almost to get traded, but he also has to show out before he gets traded. He can't be like, oh, whack, and they're like, oh, we need to trade. Like Lev Bell. Remember the Chiefs? They traded for Lev Bell, and he was like, oh, he ain't shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. He does need to be playing good and whatnot before the trade deadline because it's around week 8 where it comes around. So he needs to be balling out at least at that point and can't be dealing with any injuries. To me, one of the teams that kind of sticks out just because of the familiarity that he has there with them is if RJ Harvey isn't the running back that Denver is hoping he is and whatnot, and he's struggling, maybe Denver pulls a trade and throws a low draft.
I can go out on a limb and say it wouldn't even need an injury over there because he's just better Jaleel McLaughlin at that point.
Okay.
Like, why wouldn't they make that move, right?
I mean, like I said, if like you said, maybe not even injuries, but just he's not playing well or picking up the playbook or just not fitting as well as, you know, they were hoping he would, you know, or thinking he needs more time to develop.
No. I like
to double back on that opinion. I got something to double back on that opinion. That what round was RJ Harvey drafted in the third?
I think so. Third, maybe.
Third.
Jaleel and Audric, they don't have
second.
He was drafted in the second round?
Yep, because third was my man Pat Bryant, Michael Thomas 2.0.
So that's gonna put an end to my point, or into what I was gonna say is that they don't have a lot of high draft capital in that RB room. But since Brett was taken in the second, that's some high draft capital right there. But my team is
they're still, even with his high draft capital, they'll still run some form of timeshare and/or committee / fucking platoon. So
yeah, he's known for doing that in his offense.
Trade for a Kamara and have him in the mix, and everyone's still fruitful in fantasy.
One of the first teams that came off the rip to me, and it was gonna hurt my shares of somebody that I did a video on, which is Javonte, but he'll be the perfect fit in Dallas.
Yeah.
Minimal investment in the RB room, so it's a dart throw on what they got right now. And if they definitely want to upgrade it, whether Brett is 28, 29, Kamara in Dallas would be nasty, bro.
That would. And that would be a team that would be definitely trying to make a playoff push. That has Uncle Jerry written all over it too. Yeah, Camaro. Yeah, imagine this AK with a star on your helmet.
Oh my mind.
That's how he'll sell them.
Johnny said KC is putting a lot of faith in Pacheco.
Yeah, I love Pacheco.
They are. They're giving him the whole.
He carries the gun on him.
Big Bro Lee said GWN streaming on all platforms 100%, man. Make sure you hit that bell right there, man. Make sure you get locked in whenever we firing this motherfucker up, man. 100%. Let's get into this last joint. Let's get into this last joint, y'all.
Let's go.
Do it.
Oh, excuse me.
You're excused.
Good looking, big bro.
No, it's all good. We were raised right. Good manners.
Using Uber to deliver drugs in Metro Atlanta.
Channel 2's Michael Seiden spoke with drivers who would like to see more done to ensure their safety.
Whether it's a fun night out with friends or a ride to the airport, most of us use ride-sharing companies. But some people who drive for Uber Courier, a package delivery service, fear they're unknowingly being used as drug mules.
Sorry, my English no good.
This is police body camera video from Johns Creek, where a driver for Uber's courier service called 911 last October after a customer asked him to deliver a suspicious package to an apartment complex in Atlanta. The bag contained marijuana, but that
is lazy as fuck.
It just smelled funny.
It
just smelled funny.
We spoke with dozens of drivers, including this man who asked us not to use his name due to safety concerns. He said most of the time he doesn't know what's inside of the packages he's delivering.
Just not his name, though.
Sometimes the smell is so strong, he knows what the fuck?
Dank, like wet, but I know what it smells like.
It's unclear how often this is happening because some drivers like this man do not report it.
Got it out of my car as soon as possible. I didn't want to get caught with it.
We obtained police reports from 2 incidents in Atlanta. During a traffic stop in March, a K-9 officer searched an Uber driver's car. Police say they discovered a food bag with marijuana, 2 oxycodone pills, and a box of baking soda to help get rid of the smell. In January, Atlanta police seized 68 grams of marijuana after an Uber driver turned it in, saying a customer wanted her to deliver the drugs.
My biggest concern is identifying the individuals as quickly as possible that are exploiting these programs.
FBI Supervisory Special Agent Bill Donaldson says drug cartels have turned to ride-sharing platforms because they allow criminal organizations to remain anonymous while moving their guns and drugs.
We definitely see it in Atlanta. They're also being used unwittingly to transport individuals who are going to meet up with individuals to sell narcotics, firearms, you name it.
Uber's policy clearly states weapons and drugs are prohibited, and drivers can cancel a delivery if the package contains them.
If anything suspicious, I'll escalate it because I will not want to get into trouble.
We wanted to see firsthand what these drivers are experiencing, so we signed up to drive for Uber. All right, so here we go. We just got one. We've accepted it. We spent an afternoon driving around and making deliveries, but nothing appeared suspicious. We're back in the car right now. Obviously, it's lunch. Can't really smell it, so I don't know what they have inside. Uber sent us a statement that reads in part, "We strictly prohibit the use of our platform for any illegal purposes, and our global investigations team actively works to detect and address suspected criminal behavior on the app and support law enforcement agencies in their efforts. But some drivers worry that if they report the criminal activity, they may put their own lives in danger.
They're literally recording their own paper trail.
Car make and model and license plate number on the app."
Yeah, when you pick it up a package, they track it, and I just got rid of it. I dropped it out to wherever it was going to. I got the hell up out of there.
So what happens when Uber courier drivers are caught with drugs? Well, in all 3 incident reports we obtained, police determined the drivers were unknowingly transporting the drugs and did not charge them with any crime. Now, Uber's competitor, Lyft, doesn't offer package delivery.
There you go.
I mean, incredibly lazy.
All I have to say is amateur hour shit right there.
You know what's so funny about it too is like when they say, you know, 64 grams or whatever it is, like, you know, it's like it's a few zips and like, you know, a couple little perkies or whatever was in there. And it's like, look, this D-boy don't even have a car or any means of transportation, so they're using this shit. And that's how weak it is to begin with.
Well, they don't gotta have no car. They don't. It's not necessarily that they don't gotta have.
I'm imagining this is my version.
But you could get, you know,
why?
You know, if you got your
put your
car
stuff on paper trail.
But if you got your, well, then you got the busy bees, because it said that a bride was the one that is, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But my thing is,
okay, I get
you know, it stopped you from you pulling up with the work and dropping it off. That's what it stopped you from doing. 100%. That's the thing. But see, like you said, they being lazy. You had a box of baking soda instead of it being, you know what time it is, you know, just certain shit, you know what I mean? But, you know, just like it said with a motherfucker being in the car, a motherfucker could be in the car, same shit, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah,
right?
Like just use Uber like regular and go to where you gotta go and have it on you. Like that's how everyone and their mama does it.
I was thinking that too. Like,
you're gonna send the baggage that has paper trail back to you via means of whatever Uber service and account it's tied to. Then even if it's not directly you and it's the little BJ running around, you got a little robot. You feel me? That you done program, you know, or maybe a few of them. You still gotta trust that they'll keep their mouth shut. You know what I mean? Get the ET finger real quick. You know what I mean?
On everything.
Yeah, that shit it's funny. And it's funny because like all these stories, like, come on, how come there wasn't a guy that had a big ass box with hella bricks in it or something? Why is it 2 zips of some tree? Like, this is the, you know what I mean? Like, come on, you deserve to get caught. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, allegedly, we used to have a saying, like, if you're gonna get 1 across, you can get 100 across. You know what I mean? Well, why are you gonna just make the same risk? You know what I mean?
So I was thinking, man, like, if it gets really bad or strict with that, because you're saying like, just go with the package, because the person could have the shit on them, and go with the, you know, with the driver to the drop.
I mean, okay, imagine this: you're an Uber driver, you're going through the city, you're picking up and dropping off people to and fro. A motherfucker in a suit with a briefcase or a bag or a carry bag. No one's ever questioned
with a brick in it,
in and out, in motion.
Yeah.
Then when you put a package by itself, vulnerable, subject to scrutiny, that's just stupid thinking. That's cowardly, and you deserve to get popped. You're ashamed to the game.
But at the same time, I guess it's a little hard to find somebody to be like, yo, carry this fucking brick, and then if you get caught with the brick, you know, it's on you. You know what I mean? Like, don't mention me. Type of shit like that, you know. So
it's a calculated risk.
It very much is. Like, you have to be well compensated to be able to take that risk. Or just,
I mean, at that point too, nothing is worth the risk. Is also my point. Like, how much is $10,000 overhead worth? You know, 5 years
in prison,
life. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you know, you might do 3 or whatever.
But still, even then.
Then there's probably other charges when you're using services like this. It becomes a federal offense, right?
Well, a lot of the times
I would assume like that if you're using certain, especially if you get caught with X amount, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's all little shit, which is funny to me though. These motherfuckers are using it. Just get in the car and go get your bag. What's wrong with these kids?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey, shortcuts. This is their version of taking shortcuts.
I don't know, man.
Corners.
Even the ice cream man used to drive around, and we used to have to run that motherfucker down, yelling "Stop!" Didn't we? Yeah. See, we're just made different. Our generation is made different.
Hey. What can I say? That's why I like to brag about it.
Yeah, that is some sloppy grinding right there, 100%, bro. You know, for the smell to even get out, like, bro, you think these motherfuckers they working a job, bro? 100%. You think they G with it? Now I can understand you tell this motherfucker, or you know this motherfucker that's pulling up with, you know what I mean, with the legitimate Uber shit, and you like, look, bro, woo woo woo. You know what I mean? Because if this motherfucker get pulled over, leaving your house, picking it up, what if your house is being watched? You feel
me? Real.
100%.
You're already sloppy.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then, you know what I mean? You think, oh man, I'm good. And then when they said the D's was on it, what do the D's do? They'll watch you do your thing for a while so they can, once they move in, they have you dead to rights. They don't just be like, move in on a whim. They make sure they got you 12, 13 times over doing the shit.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you guys, have you ever been picked up by an Uber or Lyft and then kind of like been kicked out because you smell so bad of fucking reefer, they're thinking that you're transporting? And be like, no, I can't take you, man. You got something on you. Like, you stink like a motherfucker. Like,
no, I ain't had that.
I've definitely been in an Uber where bro was like, damn, bro, where's it at? And we just fired up right there.
That's what's up. Right. Like this is your tip, homie. This is your tip right here.
Before COVID was different. We'll just share a blunt with a fucking Uber driver. Hey, bro, you want to hit this blunt, man?
Right. You don't mind if we smoking here, do you?
No, he wasn't tripping. He mentioned it.
Of course not. Hey, he just has to know that the customers after that will definitely be smelling the leftover effects of it and shit.
For sure.
So
we got some Febreze.
You better take a lunch break after that. Air that shit out.
Hey man, you Uber, you're your own boss. You know what I mean?
Oh my mama. Hey, Bank said that's why you use public transportation like buses and subways. Straight amateurs.
For real, Tom.
Hey, you ain't lying though too, because then once you're in the mix with traffic and you go on, like you got to be right under their nose, right in their face. You know what I mean?
Bakes a lot said, facts, Bogey. Got blunt? You got the weed?
Right.
Blunt? I got the weed. Come on now. Everything.
That's a kids moment from that movie, Kids. Fucking, yep.
Come on now. What y'all got going out on this joint right here, man?
I'm just enjoying the rest of the day. Got the rest of the day off. The rest of the family got it off. I need to get some shit done on my not my bucket list, but my like fucking checklist, my to-do list. Bogey hooked me up with the new intro song. So now I got to try put it together with the video, get a new intro video together with the song and whatnot.
Oh my mama.
So hopefully I can get something together, get it pieced together. If not, I know I got my boy Peacock there that I'm sure that can help me out with that as well.
Oh yeah, no, he'll definitely cook that motherfucker up. Them is facts.
You know what will help too? If you compile everything for it.
Like the videos
I want or the clips I want.
Yeah. That is like super duper, like 3 times the battle right there.
Yeah.
Like for example, that Playmaker one. That was the album I dropped last summer.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going through just doing a bunch of different little promo vids. And the album was called Bruce Wayne, so it's hella like Batman shit. And he's like, I want to do one for Playmakers. I got some Mutant League shit. I was like, do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he's just super dope. When when you leave him alone to his own device, he goes crazy. So it's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So I like
John's but the Batman joints, I was sending him the clips too. So and it helped further along. Then next, he's finding other clips too. Like, he kind of sparks the idea. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus like starting with a blank canvas. You're like, all right. Plus the song, you got the track too, which is a blap.
Come on now.
That shit blaps, bro.
Them is facts.
I ain't gonna lie. Even my man, shout out to my man Prime One who produced the joint. I remember we were in the studio.
Shout out Prime.
Yeah, man, shout out to Prime, but he does one of those ones where he turns off the music and he turns like, you think this could be like a Chicago anthem for the Bears? And I'm like, I'm on the couch screaming like,
that would be dope. That would be dope.
It's real specific to their podcast, but I was like, you know what I mean? Like, if we broadened it a little more, that shit would slaps, bro. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
I like it.
Slaps.
Like I said, I played it for my wife and obviously from the mouth from the bay, since like I said, he's part of it and shit. So everyone that I showed it to likes it, and now I just, like I said, got to try to get a video together with it and piece something together with it and stuff. So that's on my to-do list for the day and stuff. So
it happened
this Wednesday. Gonna be having a show with the Mouse from the Bay fantasy show. So definitely I'll send you guys the link as well to check it out and whatnot and stuff. So
let's get it.
Yeah, absolutely. So
let them know where they can find that.
Cool, oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
Guys, you guys go on like 6, right? 6 p.m., 7 p.m. What time?
Yeah. We go 8, usually 8 o'clock Central. So I'm in Arizona, so
perfect.
If you're in California, Arizona, that's 6 o'clock our time, whatnot. If you're East Coast, it's 9 o'clock. So
that's awesome because we could definitely stumble off into your joint and then fall off into our joint right after. You know what I mean?
So you guys got a show that day as well?
Double Dutch door action. Yeah, we usually do like 7 o'clock on Wednesdays, West Coast time. You know what I mean?
Love it.
The late show for the East Coasters.
Think of the people that watch your show. Come check us out for like almost like a pregame kind of show.
Yeah, there it is.
And then roll over immediately, flip the channel, go over to fucking check out Bogey and fucking JD. Like I said, there may be some nights where we might be doing a double action thing. Pause.
Yes.
We're on
just
my
the whole menagerie.
We both flip over.
They miss
we
back.
both come over and
put it on the night.
So
no, and we're definitely gonna do some mass collabs, bro. Like it's the conglomerate for real, man. We got a lot of good, especially when fantasy football is the common denominator. The fact that we're all in leagues together now too, and we're in dynasties, and it actually adds to it. I love it.
Yeah.
Like in the Matrix, they say you don't know someone until you fight them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Or what Tyler Durden say? How much can you know about yourself unless you've gotten into a fight or whatever? So
exactly.
So
we got Clock Management in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's up, Clock? Ooh,
gang.
Spoiler alert! He got this up.
Man, Justin's
got a model
picture
coming out, man.
Justin's fucking looks like he's ready for his board meeting, man. That's he's looking sharp in that fucking suit.
He doesn't play, bro.
No. I can tell he's very serious.
Hey, he got a model coming out though. Talking about we're like an advanced analytics model. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or model, I should say. Yeah. Am I using the wrong word? I'm talking about one of them woo-wops, bro. Like kind of like how like perception is, but this one is its own shit. Hold on, back up.
Oh wow. Okay, Clock over there fucking cooking up.
Oh yeah, bro. I got some. You know what? Send it to Text Clock your email, bro. He'll send you, bro. It's fucking legit.
Okay.
But yeah, I got a sneak peek at it.
All right.
Yeah, it's super legit.
100%, man. 100%. You know what I mean? Clock, he gets ill. He gets jiggy with the motherfucking rankings 100% every fucking
that
week.
Advanced analytics,
week 1 through week 18, big bro be nailing that shit. Pause, man. 100%, man. On my mama. Johnny said, I live in Denver. Half of the Ubers smell like tree.
Yeah, that's fact.
That's funny right there. Shit, hey.
Every day.
You're in
Vegas too. All the Uber drivers got everything you need, bro. Except for like the regular looking ones, you could tell the ones that got it.
Well, I mean, I took a yellow cab one year when I first landed in that motherfucker, and they shot us to the Airbnb, right? And that motherfucker was like, no, matter of fact, I think we stayed at the Cosmo that year. That motherfucker told us, do you want to? No, he was like, man, do you want to stop at the store? I was on the dry out that time.
Oh, okay.
On my mama, but he was like, man, I can take you to the store right now. I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't blowing on everything. 100%. Oh shit, we got the Half of the Ignorant Thinkers podcast in the building. What's up, Dan? Oh, everything.
That's good.
We got Philadelphia Dennis in the building, man. Half of the Ignorant Thinkers podcast.
Hey, I was texting Dennis, right? And I must have clicked the wrong Dennis on the woo wop. because I'm going ham on this draft we're doing right now. I'm like, these motherfuckers is lagging to the motherfucker with the trade free assholes and woo woo. Then this morning I wake up and then Dennis, Philly Dennis, he texts me, wrong Dennis, bro. I was like, oh shit, my bad. Shout out to my man Dennis, man. Philly stand up. Hey, we're going to Vegas, bro. He always tells me to remind him. Then it reminded me to remind him. We going.
Oh
we
my
all
God.
locked in too.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
100%, bro. Big bro laughing like a motherfucker. Oh, everything.
Yeah, I was going in too on this motherfucker. I was like, man, fuck these motherfuckers and these lagging irritating the shit out of me.
He's probably looking at that stuff.
Here's the thing. It was a 3-day weekend, right? And everybody is willing and dealing. And it's funny because, like, you can't do nothing but give them the respect. It's a slow draft. So it's like, hey, motherfuckers might be going back and forth. And because it's a holiday weekend, everybody doing shit. So the back and forth, it's a little, people are waiting on each other to go back and forth, right? So it's like, yo, what's up, bro? It's been 5 hours. Hold on. Hold on. And then something did get done, though. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense. Like, where it's like, all right, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Because me, I'm just like, blink. I'm just ready. Back up, Bones. Hold on, Bones. Grabbing on me, bro.
It's like your boy has to go to the bathroom or some shit. Like, yo, pass that shit. Pass that shit. Come on, man.
Put your hand down, man.
Come on. Put your hands up on me.
You tapping me on the shoulder.
For real. He's like, yo, hey, yo.
Yo, what's up, bro? It's time to go, bro. Hold on, bro.
I got this curfew, homie. I got this curfew. My mom's about to be mad at me, homie.
Bones, man. You had your moment, Bones. We played the slap. That was Bones Jones's moment right there, bro. We gotta get some stunners on him, huh?
Come on now, them is facts.
On him so they know it was him.
The stunners with the chain on too, big bro.
It is, bro. We gotta get them down.
100%.
You guys got anything else going on today?
Shit, I'm finna get on.
We got a baseball show because we got a shout out to all the homies in the baseball league.
The Diamond. Hold on, let me pull that shit up. Give me a second.
Yes.
Let me pull it up. Let me show the people what we got going on. That's right around the corner too. Right here. Let me get us off the screen. Boom. We got the diamond cutters coming up here pretty soon. So make sure you hit that bell button if you ain't if you're a first timer around here, if you fuck with fantasy baseball, if you're a baseball fan in general, or if you just want to come and pull up on the rallies. 100%, man. We got the diamond cutters pulling up, man. Talking about that baseball talk.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a cameo. You feel me? I don't know dick about baseball.
Me either, on my mama. So I'm
jumping in the motherfucker. We get loaded.
Hey, I don't know about it either, but if you guys are jumping in it,
man, we'll shoot you the link, man. We might not get the crick in there, man. You know what I mean? We got a lot of good. It's Diamond Joe. It's Kidda. It's Lee.
Here.
You know what I mean? Yup, here.
Right. That's
you
cool.
Feel me? So you know what I mean? Yeah, it's all the homies. Fuck it.
I got some people willing to go into the abyss with me. That always works. That always makes it more a bit encouraging. So
I'm all about diving into the abyss. I'm not gonna lie, brother. You know what I mean? Fuck getting your feet wet.
Yeah.
I at least want to know how deep it is. Like I'll always dive in the deep end. It's fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, someone's like, yeah, I can't jump up in there, but it's the shallow. I'm like, oh, come on, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm just ready to dive in. Pause. We going in. So stay tuned. Everybody hit that notification bell. You know what I mean? I think it's scheduled for 1:00 p.m. West Coast time. So, yeah, we'll be back at it, man.
Cool.
100%, man. Crook, let the people know where they can find you at, Big Brad.
You good people out there can find me at the Chicago Clubhouse Network. Tuesday nights, I produce the show. So if you come on there and drop your comments on there, I'll definitely be seeing them, posting them up there. That's strictly Bears talk. We talk about, like I said, the good, the bad,
bear down,
all of the ugly. Yeah,
sometimes we
have to bear down and take it. You know what I mean? So, but pause.
Bareback, baby bareback in the game, huh?
But man, hopefully, like I said, Caleb, got the new fucking coach in there and shit like that. We have more good times than bad times and shit.
The bear claw.
Yeah. Hopefully we can be celebrating with that fucking claw, that silly ass claw that Caleb likes to do. But,
yes.
But anyways, yes, Tuesday nights, like I said, at 8 Central, we have Bear Talk there with the main guys. We have Frank the Tank, JB Stats.
Shout out to Frank.
Foul Mouth C.
Let's get it.
Shout out to the homies.
And occasionally Mr. Chicago goes up on there and chops it up, talking Bears talk. We welcome.
Hey, let them know I'll do a track for them too, bro, if they want one, bro.
I showed T Nick, the main guy of the song. He liked it. He thought it was dope as shit. So he enjoyed it. So
let's get it.
Man, we doing custom intros, man. Slappers.
He was like
on the main show. So when you watch the intro to the main show done had some real Chicago representatives on that motherfucking show too, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. I done peeped it. That's the Tuesday. That's the homies he's talking about right there on the Tuesday. Wow.
Oh, my mama.
Yeah, we like to talk like any obviously former Chicago players. We like to try and bring on, but then even if they're not Chicago players, but they're from the Chicago, they're born and raised there.
Jason Weaver. I seen Jason Weaver on that motherfucker on the intro.
Yes, sir. We've had Tim Hardaway on there as well before and shit. Talking
the UTEP two-step.
Come on.
Crossover Tim, the killer crossover. I mean,
come on now.
But
it took AI to have a better crossover.
For real,
because he was the crossover before that. Right?
For real, no, 1000%. Fucking Tim Hardaway, senior, I should say, senior.
The Warriors,
Yeah,
that's right. He won one with us.
It was him, Mitch Richmond, and Chris Mullen run TMC for a minute, man.
Yep.
That was before the Weber days.
Yeah, and then eventually Latrell Sprewell showed up there.
100%.
With James J. Rich.
Yeah, James. Yeah.
James Richardson and damn, who else was Arenas?
That's the We Believe team. That's the 2000. That's the We Believe team. That was in the 2000s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gilbert was the We Believe team. That was a couple years later. You're right. Okay. Oh, that went that much long later. Oh, yeah, I guess it was. It was 2006.
Yeah, so Mitch Richmond and Tim Hardaway and Chris Mullen.
That was the early 2000s.
That was the early 90s.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about Big Daddy Tim.
Yeah, the dad, the pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, my bad. When I was talking about I thought you said Jay Rich at first.
No, Tim. Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, Jay Rich was like fucking early 2000s.
But
I fucked that up.
All right.
Warriors, baby.
Wednesday nights will be a fantasy show with the Crooked Commish, then the Mouth from the Bay over Chicago Clubhouse Network. Find us on YouTube, find us on Facebook, and then on TikTok we have little clips there of us as well. So,
dude, I'm totally like on some WWF shit, bro. I just want to like berate your show when they just show up. Yeah, I'm on the show. You know what I mean?
The Macho Man.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Come on now.
The Nacho Man. Just in case for publishing purposes, right? Publishing copyright infringement.
Yeah, no.
Elizabeth. Come on now.
Elizabeth.
Oh, every day.
So that's where you good people can find me at and stuff.
That's right, bro.
Yeah, man. Chicago Clubhouse Network, y'all. We highly encourage y'all to subscribe. They're right there on the precipice of a milestone that they're trying to reach, y'all. So let's go ahead and help them out. They got a few more. They're like only a couple more subs away from a really big milestone for them. So
yeah, let me actually check that out real quick. Let me see.
Yeah. So Chicago Clubhouse Network, man. I think they're like a few away from what.
So we're 10 subscribers away from getting to 1,300 subscribers. So
let's get it, man.
Like the tunnel, the end of the tunnel there, the light at the end of the tunnel is very, very fucking bright. So we're nearly there. So if you haven't already subscribed there, Chicago Clubhouse Network, please do your boy a solid. Go ahead and subscribe there.
We're gonna get you there, bro. Come on. I feel like I'm responsible for it now. I'm like, let's get this last 10.
You guys have definitely helped them your part. That's for damn sure. So.
If you're rocking with us, man, y'all make sure y'all tap in with them for sure, bro. 100%. Oh my mama. Bogey, let the people know where they can find you at.
I'm very elusive, but yes, you can find me anywhere you consume your music. Bogard Scott-Free, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, things of that nature, and Gen WealthNet on YouTube, bro. Let's go.
There it is, there, man, for our main man Slim, man. Boogie Vision 45 on the motherfucking gram, man, and 100% from a fan's perspective on YouTube, man, 100%. Shout out to the Slim. Come on now, you already know we love you, big bro, 100%. And for everybody else that we rock with, man, stay tuned live, the Ignorant Thinkers podcast. My dog Spencer the Guru,
Chicago Clubhouse,
Gang Green. We got motherfucking Ear to the Streets, 100%, man. We pushing this shit forward, man. The whole Heart to Start crew. And if you fucking with the Heart to Start, man, go check out that video that I just dropped, 100%. 3 months draft wide receivers, 100%. Got something in the tuck right now, trying to drop that bitch here pretty soon. So yeah, man, just stay locked in with us. We about to fire this bitch up in a couple more hours for the Diamond Cutters, man. So y'all motherfuckers just stay locked in. We appreciate y'all for pulling up on us on your holiday weekend. Make sure y'all stay safe out there. And man, we see y'all in a few, bro. 100%. Peace. Oh my mama. Let's Johnny said JSN felt him in the SIF, had my fingers crossed, talking about the SIF. And then Johnny said he had the Hardaway jersey and the Hardaway Heat jersey back in the day. I wanted the Jason Williams Heat jersey back in the day. Oh my mama, I ordered that bitch and it was too small.
You got JSN as his WR1 in the 4th round. That guy's slick.
Yeah,
I was trying to get him as my WR3.
That's cold work right there, man.
Good shit.
We'll see y'all in a minute, so y'all be safe out there.
You made a powerful enemy today, Johnny.
Be good.